Hey guys, so today, as you can see, we're not in our usual setup or for anything. Today I thought we'd do something a little different and I'd share with you guys some of my favorite easy summer cocktails. I know summertime and especially the warm weather outside right now has really had me in the mood for a good summer drink, and so I've been mixing up some good cocktails for you guys, and I thought it'd be a good time to just share with you guys what I like to drink, things that are super simple, super versatile, and are really good for anyone, and a good alternative to just sitting outside drinking a beer or a White Claw, which, no shame, I do it too, but these are a nice little mix it up, feel a little fancy, special occasion drinks. So, I'm gonna be sharing 3 cocktails with you guys today. They all have a little bit of variation to them. You can mix them up. Some of them are great to take alcohol out and serve them for kids. So let's jump right in. So the first cocktail we're going to be doing is my watermelon slushies. So I actually saw this made on The Kitchen, the TV show on the Food Network, and wanted to try it for myself. And I sort of did a little bit of something different with it, but it's super simple. So all you do is you take a watermelon, and this one, and you score it like an avocado. So you'll take your knife and you'll cut it into a checkered board. So you'll cut this way stripes, this way stripes, without cutting through the rind. And then you can just take a spoon and scoop it out and chunk it into this. So the reason you do that is because you want to save the, I want to say shell, but this isn't the shell, the rind of the watermelon, because you can freeze it like I did. As you can see, there's like frost all over it, and that'll be a good vessel to hold your drink mix in, and it'll stay cold since you have it frozen. So after, and it doesn't have to be pretty when you scoop it out, it can be ugly because it's all going in the blender. Super simple. So all I did was I chunked all the watermelon and I froze it so that we don't have to add any ice to this to really give it that nice watermelon flavor. So all you have to do, I'm not going to add all this in because I only saved half of the rind, and this is a whole watermelon, so we're just going to do about half. And what's awesome about this is watermelon, you can do this the night before, and then you can pop this back in your freezer if you want, or you can keep this frozen watermelon in your freezer as long as you want until your guests come, and you can mix it up as they need it. So you can make big batches, small batches, super, super versatile. So we're gonna fill this about halfway. Again, I'm not gonna make a lot just cause it's just me here and making, 3 different kinds of cocktails for one person. It's definitely a party. All right, so we have our watermelon, and then in this is just simple syrup I made on the stove, and I infused mine with basil because mint is a great mix in with watermelon, but I have a basil plant in my house, and to me basil sort of has that same freshness that mint has, but it's something a little different. So we're just gonna add about a 1/4 cup of this in here, and then we'll see how much more liquid we need. That should be good. And then we're just gonna pop the lid on and mix it up. So let's just make sure this is all nice and slushified, and then you can just dump it into your watermelon rind. Such a nice, like, really low maintenance way to serve up a nice cocktail is to just toss it in here. Looks nice. You could put some like fresh strawberries around the plate, or sit it inside of a thing of ice so it stays cold even longer. So now that we have our slushie, this is good to go. Like, you could serve this at a party and have it for kids. So there's a virgin version, or if you have people who don't like to drink, this is something great for them. And then If you want, you can just have alcohol sitting out so adults can add it. Or you could just, if you know everyone's going to be drinking, you can just add it in the blender and have it in there ready for people. So the other great thing about this is that if you all like different types of alcohol, you can mix in different kinds based off of what you like. So on the kitchen, they did this with bourbon and made like a watermelon mint julep, which I thought was really cool, especially because John really likes bourbon and whiskey and all the man things. I am a tequila kind of gal, so you know, I am always in the mood for a good margarita. So we're just gonna scoop some of that in there. And then I have Casamigos is my favorite tequila. It's very expensive and I don't buy it all the time and I don't drink it all the time, but it's the best. You can drink as much of it as you want and you will not get a hangover. But the alternative is 1800. 1800 is pretty cheap without being like the bottle that we all binge drink in college. So actually I'm gonna put Casamigos in. So you're just gonna add, and the other thing is you can add as much as you want. You can add it to the taste of the person also. So if you know that you don't like your drinks that strong, you don't have to add that much. There we go. Mix it up with a spoon. And you're good to go. This is my genius idea. And after you mix it up, when you're adding more liquid from the alcohol, then it'll be more liquefied so you can drink it through a straw as opposed to it being more like a slushy and having to drink it with a spoon. So, cheers to our first cocktail of the summer, our watermelon slushies. All right, so cocktail number 2 is a classic margarita. I think these are great for everyone. I know not everyone like loves tequila because I think we've all have had like that horrible experience, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. But margaritas are classic summer, and they're so simple to drink. I think everyone thinks that they have to be super complicated, and they don't. They're super simple. So, and the reason they're super simple is because you can buy pre-made margarita mix at the store, and it's awesome. So I look for, there's 2 kinds of margarita mix at Whole Foods that I buy. I don't remember the name of the brand of the other one. I'll put it in the video notes at the bottom. But this is just stirring simple margarita. And what I love about the 2 mixes that are sold at Whole Foods is that they don't put added sugar in them. So they're not overpoweringly sweet. This one, the ingredients literally are water, key lime juice, citric acid, and triple sec flavor. So literally the basic ingredients that you're gonna need. I also don't add triple sec to mine because I think it's gross. You can add triple sec if you want. So the way you start your margarita is you get your drink shaker. If you don't have a drink shaker, you can take 2 cups and put them together and shake it up that way. We just so happen to have a drink maker because John likes to be extra like that. All right, so then you put your ice in it, and then you're gonna measure out your drink mix. So I like to eyeball everything. That's just the kind of person I am. But I'd probably say if you're making 1 drink at a time, I would say about a cup of mix in here and then about 2 shots of tequila. So for ours, the top of our drink mixer is 1 ounce, and that's not typically an American. Ooh, we'll do the other tequila for this one. That's not a typical American shot, but that is So 1 ounce isn't a typical American shot. A typical American shot is 1.5 ounces. But we don't want to go hard on the tequila because you don't want really people to be overpowered by it. Especially tequila has that super strong flavor that a lot of tends to be the thing that makes a lot of people sick. Like they smell it and they're just like, ugh. So we don't want to go overboard. So then you just pop everything in here and give it a good shake. So that's it. That's your cocktail. It's done. I think that's the best part about margaritas. Like 1, 2, 3, you're done. All right. So I have some limes here. For those of you who like salt on your rims, I'm right there with you. I love salt on the rim. So what you do is you slice up your lime and cut a little slice in the middle. Take it around the rim. And then I have salt on a plate here so I can just salt the rim the whole way around. You can also do sugar if you prefer sugar, but I love that contrast of salt. And then you have your nice cocktail. Pop your little lime slice on the side. That took what, like 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, and you just made like the fanciest little drink that your friends have ever seen. And all it took was buying margarita mix, so you don't have to waste the time doing lime juice, putting triple sec in, adding simple syrup. And the tequila is not overpowering. Like, it's there, but it's not so strong that you're like, ooh, you know? It's still super good, and honestly, I'm gonna drink this whole thing. All right, on to the next one. All right, so the 4 things you're gonna need for this drink are lemonade, a light beer, and powdered lemonade mix, and vodka. So what we're gonna start with, this is like a take on a summer shandy. This is like a cheap alternative to summer shandy. This is like a college special. John taught me how to make this, and I think it's bomb. And I love it for summertime because it's refreshing, but it's not like, when you put a little bit more effort into it, it gives it that like, oh, this is good, and not like, wow, this came out of a questionable cooler, if you catch my drift. So we're gonna start by putting in about 3 cups of lemonade, and then we're going to add about 3 cans of beer. Alright. So while that foam calms down, I'm gonna go grab a spoon. Alright, so I got a lot of hair, guys. Alright, so now you're going to add in 1 scoop of powdered lemonade mix, just to sort of get rid of that alcohol taste and reinforce the lemonade taste, so it tastes more like lemonade and less like beer. Then you're going to add in, I'm using Tito's, but normally when we make this, we use really cheap vodka, but I love Tito's. Makes it go so much smoother, makes it so refreshing. I love Tito's. I should be sponsored by Tito's because I love it so much. It's my drink of choice. Tito's, Sprite, limes in a cup, boom. That's me and my sister Haley's drink. Hale, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so then we're going to add in a lot of vodka. That's good. I'd say probably half cup of vodka. Everything you do here, you can do to taste. I think alcoholic drinks are all about eyeballing everything, but you know, you gotta have some idea of what you're doing because otherwise everyone's gonna be out here putting 6 cups of beer, a splash of lemonade, and a bunch of vodka and be like, Clarissa, what the hell? This tastes like horrible. Yeah. That's perfect. So now, you can put this in whatever glass. You could put it in your margarita glass. I'm just gonna put it in a pint glass. It looks just like beer. It really is mostly beer, but it's an enhanced beer. It's good for sitting on the beach, having a nice day, and it's a different kind of summer shandy where you're not drinking like a twisted tea, or you're not drinking like Leinenkugel or something like that. This is way cheaper, super easy. You can throw it together in 5 minutes. And it tastes so good. So, these are my 3 easy summer cocktails. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one.